First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on a Thursday night. Carter on the return. Oh no, right at the start he loses the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. What a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking of getting the ball, getting your script, running your plays. It is a fumble lost on the opening kickoff.
It's just absolutely the most disastrous beginning of a game you could possibly dream up. And what you do now, Mike, is not only does the other team get the ball, you send your defense out there early in this game and force them to have to defend a short field right away.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Second down and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game.
And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack.
In trouble, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Hurts working in the pistol. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Jalen Pope. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Ready. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete. It's Polk over the middle. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
That one on target, and Polk's got it. And he will score. Jalen Polk, touchdown Falcons.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Flowers now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Looks like a design run. Hurts has it. What a job on the design run. Good for 17 and a first down.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
And in motion is Brown. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Off the play fake. Hurts. That is called in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's first and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. That one caught by Polk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll look to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jalen Polk that time. And that'll set up fourth down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs. First and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Here's 3rd and 2. Off the bootleg, it's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. And in motion is Brown. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Polk. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Talk things over before 3rd down. This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's taken in. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The tight end going in motion to the left. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended, Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Buda Baker with the coverage defensively, able to break that one up. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this will stay a two-possession game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Going right sideline and complete. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Eagles 21, Falcons 7.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Now, faking the give. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Back to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Down the left sideline. And he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's taken in left side by Smith. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. To throw is Hurts. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
Let's go.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Harrison. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He'll drop to throw. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Eagles will take over at their own 15.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Hurts. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here goes Hurts on the design run. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think he tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in.
Hey, check that. Go!
And here's Bijan. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete. It's poked over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Atlanta. They'll run it here with Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
Let's go!
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. And they pick up a 3.
2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Say, hey. Jack Panther.
Another run here for Robinson. A hit, and he has lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
Ready? Bravo 80.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
They'll run here. And a strong 1st down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short. They'll drop to throw. A throw on the move is caught. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Philadelphia.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
He's got room at the 30. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
And with that completion, now it puts them in prime position to win this game, Mike. I mean, at this point, all they have to do, protect the football, put it in a good spot where the kicker feels good about it, and hope your field goal team can be the hero.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And it comes to 4th and 2. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll run, and that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not get pushed back.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to win the game. This kick is good. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.